like 3 fundamental truths that you've learned to be real about business?
This is such a hard question for me because I just get it wrong so many times. I would say that the first fundamental truth of business is that in the beginning, there is no such thing as wasted work, because you just have to work to figure out what is worth working on. And then the flip side is also true, that when you have a family like your beautiful family here, when you have, millions in the bank, that there is such thing as wasted work. It's called almost a paradox. And there's a certain period where it flips, because the utility of every single second and what that provides fundamentally shifts, right? So I think that's one fundamental truth. I think the second fundamental truth is that the best businesses to start when you're early stage is one that has a really, really strong underlying trend that can mask and hide all of your mistakes. When I first started my e-commerce businesses, I would get on calls with coaches and people that have been in the industry for 5 years, and they're like, your results are insane. What are you doing? This kid's a genius. I had no idea that Facebook structure was terrible. It was an absolute joke. And it was because I picked underlying trends, both through the marketing channel and the product, that absolutely exploded. And I think the third fundamental truth of business is that we as people have a certain amount of pain threshold. And every single thing that happens within business either affects you in a certain way. So let's say you're an early stage entrepreneur and you go and you try to do door-to-door sales and you get rejected. What a good entrepreneur will feel in that moment is a small level of rejection, but they will keep going. Let's say that's minus 10 life points. What a regular person that is about to give up might feel that rejection, and it might be minus 100. But I think there's another flip side of that, which is like your ability to tolerate the amount of pain. So there's there's impact, and then there's volume of life points. And I think that in the early stages, you really want to make sure that you are reframing these things so these small hits just feel like small hits. And then over time, your capacity to get hit will be more, and you just get better and better. And this is why I think that people, the old saying, like, it doesn't get easier, you just get better, I think is really fundamentally true.